I'm the career development teacher here at Georgia Junior High School. Career development is primarily a class for 8th grade students in the state of Arkansas. It's an introductory to the workforce class, talking about work environment expectations. It's an opportunity for students to do lots of video research, among other types of online research about the different occupational opportunities that are available in the workplace. Different topics that we cover are cluster research, the different groupings of occupations. We cover budgeting. We cover self-assessments, how to find your place, not just in society, but the workplace, among other topics. Our goal through career development is for, again, students to kind of find out a little bit about themselves through the assessments, and then try to get on a career pathway, try to set a career goal, and then work towards that. We group all of our occupations into 16 clusters, and then at the start of every week, they do video research over a cluster. So when you asked about the overall reasoning, this is what I was trying to explain earlier.
So as a teacher, how this particular program is going to help the students as a teacher, in the teacher point of view?
Say that one more time. You know, to me, it's about making real world connections. This is live event learning. So if we can get them to understand that there is a connection to reality, that this is something they're going to be able to apply eventually later on in life. If they can make that mental connection, that's probably how it serves them the best. These concepts are still several years down the line before, they've got several years before they can get out and apply these things in the real world. So this is something they kind of have to learn, store, and then apply later on.
All right, anything like that, whatever your reason is for choosing your favorite pen. After that, we're going to get into our groups and we're going to do this other characteristics part. This is where you're going to write down what your group members made as their choice. All you need to do is write one thing down on the top. What is the one thing that makes a pen your favorite pen? Do that real quick. Vote as their choice. So whatever your other members wrote up here, you're going to write all of them down here. So you're going to have 3 more topics written down here of your teammates. Yours will be up on the top. Their 3 will be down here. So go ahead and get in your groups of 4. Pick your groups quickly. Save you guys about 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to write down those 3 things and get in your groups. I'm Mr. Smith. I teach agriculture. The students in my class learn all about animals, plants, growing plants, different types of plants, food processing, a little bit of basic construction, how to use hand tools and power tools, and they might be able to get into welding at the end of the year. And this program helps students get into industries in our area, so job preparation. This is a career related course to introduce them to different careers in agriculture, which is a big job market here in our area. Agriculture is an elective course. The students choose 3 electives each year. Or semester, depending on the length of the class. Some are only half a year long, others last the full year. This course for my 9th graders is a full year elective course. And some of the students choose to be in the class, and some of them are just kind of placed here because they didn't really make a choice and they were moved kind of into a spot. I want you to come up with 5 different criteria. Number 1, what is the most important thing as a group that you agree on? It makes that pen the best pen. What is the number 2 thing, and what is the lowest priority of your selections that you look at when you make a pen? So you're going to use your options that you wrote, and you're going to come up with 5 different sets of criteria. Number 1 being the most important to your group. All right, 3 minutes. This is my agriculture lab. I also teach engineering, which is where the go-kart kind of comes into play. But most of the tools in here are for my agriculture classes. They have a couple of different projects out for my engineering class right now. They're working on bridges. We have all the hand tools up on the wall. Some of them are in here, some of them are in a closet, but those are the easy ones that students can reach. Table saws and the different industrial equipment that they use. We have some welding machines in the back behind the red curtain. Some spare wood that we use for projects when they start building things. These are projects that my 8th grade students are working on. They're making cardboard animals for a simulated livestock show.
Wonderful.
The different things here. So they learn a little bit about construction trades with electricity, drywall for construction, and welding and things like that in here. Some of my plants here, these are all succulents up by the window. So they learn, they're doing a project right now where they've all been given leaves from the succulents, and they're trying to grow new plants from their leaves for that. And then just the different gardening soils and stuff like that we use for the plants and stuff. This is a new kit. This is the first time that my students are going to get to see this, or that I've gotten to use it in class. But the students are going to learn how to do sutures or stitches for animals. They're not going to use any animals. This is all they're going to use. But it's just a skill to get them interested in veterinary careers for that. We have some outside space that we use as well. Mostly out here is when we do plant stuff. I do have a couple of barbecue grills because we have a barbecuing club. But they come out here and they'll do the planting and stuff like that.
Best because I wanted to learn more about tools and how to work with tools. And that's basically all. What about you, Billy?
I wanted to learn about animals.
Interesting.
Judge animals, how to choose what animal is the best. For if they're looking at cattle or pigs or anything like that for reproduction or food, that's just teaching them how to kind of basic judging. For this activity, they use ink pens, and they had to choose their own rule. How do they decide what their favorite pen is? And then as an individual, and then as a group, they shared their criteria for the best pen and made a list, which one's the most important. And then now they're using their list that they wrote down, their pen criteria, to choose which is the best pen, which is the next best pen, which is the third, and which is the last or the lowest ranking pen, which is the last pen that they would choose if they had a choice.
So is it based on the quality of the pen, or based on the price of the pen? So how do they judge the pen?
It's their personal opinions right now. So the color of the ink, the comfort in their hand, the color of the pen, if it has a clicker or a lid on the top, whatever makes it their favorite pen. But it's teaching them to prioritize decisions. Like they're going to do some activities tomorrow they're going to watch videos about pigs, and they're going to use some rules to decide which is the best pig to be butchered, to make meat out of or whatever.